Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Leena and I hope you guys are doing well. If you're seeing me for the very first time through this channel, then I do have other channels. If you're interested, please feel free to explore the description box of the video. All the information is available there. So while doing a tarot reading today, I channeled this message and I was like, damn, that's a very amazing topic to talk about. I can literally make a whole video on this. So, the topic is control by not controlling. This is literally like reverse engineering. Okay? When you are in the power position without letting the other person know you are in the power position. See, when you try to control someone, when you try to um, give them advice, especially when it's not needed or they didn't ask for, even if it's for their good. But say, for example, your children, your partner, yes, of course, you look for their, you want their well being and stuff like that. But at the same time, when you nag a lot, when you try to control their narrative a lot, they're definitely not going to listen to you. Because think this through from a human psychology point of view. If you have a boss who always keeps on nagging at the job, will you listen to the boss? No. You'll be fed up. You'll be very frustrated with that guy or woman, whosoever that is. And you will not be happy to see them whenever they enter the office or whatever. So you have to think it like this. When you play the chill guy, when you are that person who has that picture of not judging, because you know what, when you nag a lot, when you give advice unnecessarily, when you try to always change the narrative as per yourself, you come across as someone who's very judgmental. Understand it, I mean, identify it or not, people see you in that light, like this person seems to be very judgmental, like they have to throw advice on everything, they want to control everything. When people are doing their thing and you don't interfere with it, you actually paint a picture of being very non-judgmental, so people would rather be doing what they would do right in front of you, because in their mind it comes across as, okay, this person looks chill, they're not going to judge me, so why not just be myself. They would rather be happy to approach you, to actually get a suggestion from you, to take advice from you, because you don't usually talk a lot, you don't usually nag them, or you don't usually go around blabbering or nagging. The more chill you are, the more you less interfere in someone's business, the more they're going to come to you and tell you your business. It's reverse engineering. The less you want something, the more it comes to you. It's literally reverse engineering. So when you want to literally control the outcome, don't control it. Let it happen. Because when you let people do what they're going to do, it becomes easier for you. People are going to really act as per their true nature around you because they think you're non judgmental. So they would rather be themselves. All right. This gives you a lot of information so that you can predict their future actions. You can better know a person like that. So when you understand a person's true nature by their actions in front of you, you can make better decisions because now you have all the information to understand, okay, this person usually acts like this. It means if I deal with this person tomorrow like this, it's going to affect me in a certain way. All right. Or it's going to affect my whatever work in a certain way. So now you have the knowledge to understand how much to deal with them in future in a particular scenario. So without even asking for the information, you have the information. You have not done any hard work to get the information. You did no chasing. You did not put any effort, but the information is there. But with this, you have to have one thing, patience. It doesn't happen like this. In this particular way of operating, you have to have patience initially, because you know what, this happens. It will not happen from the get go, but once you set the tone and the narrative where people now know you as someone who is chill, who doesn't judge, they will slowly come to you. Okay? Now, it also makes people more vulnerable with you. Okay? People are gonna feel much more, because when you are quiet, when you don't actually throw a lot of information out there, when you don't try to correct everything or control every action, people tend to be more vulnerable with you. All right, they're also going to share their secrets. It's literally reverse engineering. All right, similarly, if the moment you get this understanding of someone's actions, it becomes easier for you to maintain a connection as well. There are so many benefits to it. As I said, if you became aware of someone's action, and you know this person is actually someone who can be very negative in the future to me or my work, you can slowly exit from the connection, and without even creating a drama. All right, no drama. You just have the information, slowly disappear from the connection. Three, or like another point, I don't know which point this is, but anyways, another very important point which people don't realize the benefit of this is, it's very easy for you to not become attached to someone, because now, since you're not constantly chasing someone, since you're not constantly telling someone what to do, since you're not constantly investing your energy or effort into someone, you're not actually very attached. So if you have to exit that connection, it becomes easier, because when you're very attached to something, it's hard to leave that behind, right? So when you do that, when you just be present and you don't invest a lot of energy and attention into giving advice, doing this, doing that, you're actually less attached. Think about it. It means you're not very attached because you have not invested a lot into it. You are attached to things or people where you invest a lot. So when you haven't done that, just because you did not invest a lot of effort or energy or mind or logic into something or someone, it will be easy for you to leave them behind when necessary. You know what? This reminds me of like, this is something the first time ever how I learned. I used to date a guy, okay, back in when I was college and during my masters, when I was doing my masters. And I remember once we were like literally sitting outside a sandwich place. We were eating sandwiches. I very clearly remember that day. And he got a call from his cousin, and he was kind of letting him know about his secret plan or something like that. And he literally picked up his phone in front of me, and he was having a conversation. And I always knew about him that he used to hang out with his cousins a lot, and his cousins would always be so welcoming of his energy, even though he was quite elder to them. um, so I asked him, when he put his phone down, I was like, wow, your cousins really like you, huh? And then he said, well, you know what, I don't try to control them, so they actually even like me more than their own siblings. I'm like, what does it mean? Like, how does it work? And he told me that, you know what, people are gonna do whatever they want to do anyways. If you try to be a lot controlling with them, if you try to be very strict with them, they would do it but behind your back. So be chill, so that at least you're aware what they're doing. At least they will themselves come to you and tell you what they are doing. So rather be chill and get all the information, and don't be so reactive with the get go. Okay. So I was like, wow, that's very smart of you. And this is how it works. It's easier to make a person vulnerable to you when you don't chase after them, when you don't try to push them to be vulnerable. they're automatically gonna be drawn to you. Okay, when people see, you're very chill, you're good with your own thing, you don't bother, they usually come to you, they usually are attracted to you, they usually would come and share information. And change, you notice this thing, try this yourself out and notice this. All right, and this ways it becomes very easy for you to understand a person's true nature, because their true actions will come out in front of you. Now that ways you can set the tone for future dealings with the person. Say for example, you have a friend, you have a friend, and that friend has the habit of like, um, you know, flirting with your girlfriend. Say for example, you're a guy, you have a friend who always has the habit of like flirting with his friends' girlfriends or potential partners. So now you're aware of this person. Okay, this person does this. So you'll be aware when you are with your own girlfriend. So you know how much to interact, how much to let your girlfriend interact with this person, and how much aware you can be around this person when you are with your partner, right? So it's like you already have the information with you, which can set the tone for the future dealings you're going to do with this person. Okay, and of course, if someday they reveal something to you which definitely doesn't match your level, or blah blah blah, you can quietly exit without any drama from that connection, no matter it's a friendship, no matter whatever that is. Because once you're aware, okay, this person does this nasty thing, or this person's true nature is this, you can quietly exit, there's no drama. And that ways you're always having an upper hand, because this ways you are not very easily, first of all, you're not very easily attached into this kind of a connection. Why? Because from the get go, you never put your energy and effort into, oh, let's work it out like this, let's work. Most of the people, why they face difficulty in leaving a particular connection, because they have invested so much brain into it, so much emotion into it, so much effort, energy, by going after a person. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? By mothering someone, things like that. And when you operate from this kind of an energy, you automatically, from the get go, you're not attached to the person. So when it's time to get out of that connection, it becomes easier. It has so many benefits. Okay, you save your energy, you have the information without even looking for it, you can make very predictable points regarding a person's behavior in the future. You can study their behavior in a way. They will give you all the information you need, so you can predict their future outcome or like future actions. It becomes easier not to get attached to a person, because when you don't invest a lot of energy into something, you're not attached. Simple. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I will see you again with another video, another topic. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.